What up, everyone? It's here! It's finally here. The ultimate unboxing slash review. More of a review than an unboxing. Because I already did the unboxing, so more of a review. What's the point of this video? Like I've said many times, the point of this channel, the point of this video, is to help you, the viewer, find the best box out there. When I found out about these boxes, I couldn't decide which one I wanted, and there just weren't enough reviews out there to compare them head to head. People would put like 2 versus each other, maybe 3, but no one did an overall of everything. That's what I'm trying to do. I found all the best boxes out there, and I'm trying to do a review to help you figure out which ones you might like. So, I have all the boxes from the month of December. Yes, December, because one box, my Geek Box, arrived so unbelievably late that I couldn't do my review until now. If you haven't watched my video on that, please do. Listen to me rant and rave for like 20 minutes about what a shit company this box was, but luckily they put out a good box, so it's kinda okay. Anyway, I had 10 boxes for this month. 10 that we're gonna go through. I did one ultimate unboxing last month with 4 boxes, and that video was almost an hour long. It was crazy long, stupid long, to the point where nobody wants to watch that long of a video. I don't even want to watch it, so I'm trying to spare you that agony of watching that long of a video. So I've done all my individual unboxings of the items, did the review, did the dollar amount, did the valuation of each box in separate videos. So if you're curious about anything I talk about along the way, go back, reference the videos. They're much shorter. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible to not bore you. So I'm going to try and speed through it. I'm still going to touch on some points and talk about things, but I'm not going to go through every single item because it's just too much. So that's why I said it's less of an unboxing, more of just a review. Oh yeah. So, I have 10 boxes for this month, but I'm going to put them in order, but only for 8 of them, because there's 2 boxes here that don't belong in here. And those are the Loyal Subjects boxes. And if you haven't watched that video, go check it out. Sorry. Because those 2 boxes, the $50 and $100 boxes, they just kind of blow all these out of the water. It's not even fair to like compare them. They're not monthly boxes, they're one-time things, and I've talked to the people at the company, they're changing it so people aren't even going to be able to get the same thing anymore. So those got so much product in them and so much worth your money, like it's crazy. It wouldn't be fair to put them in the running with these boxes. So I have 10 boxes and I'll talk about them later, but as far as the ones I'm putting in order, there's only going to be 8. So now that I've wasted a bunch of time and have bored you a lot, let's just get right into it. Alright, so 8 boxes. Let's get started. Starting off at the bottom, number 8. Before I start, I just want to say, I'm going to say some things about it. I'm not trying to be negative, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to hate on anyone. Like I said before, I'm trying to find the best box for you guys. But to find the best, we also have to find the worst. I'm sorry, that's what it is. And the worst is Collectible Geek. Just gonna run through what we got. T-shirt, wacky wobbler, bracelet keychain, print. This was the Deadpool cash from Collectible Geek. I was very disappointed by this. Even more so because of something I realized. In the video I did, these boxes cost $25. But I ordered this back in October, and I'm pretty sure my girlfriend's the one that paid for it, so I didn't remember that the $25 you pay for these caches doesn't include the shipping. And the shipping is outrageous. They charge almost $15 for shipping. You're paying more than 50% of what the box costs just for shipping. That's crazy. So I did my valuation of this box and a review of it at $25, and I thought it wasn't that great. I didn't really like it. Now that the box, I realized that we actually paid $40 for this box. This is a whole different value of this box. It's just not okay. So real quick rundown of it. The t-shirt was, everything in here was very generic. Something I'll say about Collectible Geek is they have just zero creativity here. Deadpool is probably one of the hottest characters out right now, one of the most popular out there, and he doesn't even have his movie out yet, but he's still crazy popular. There's millions of Deadpool products, shirts, like t-shirts, sweaters, prints, collectibles, anything. He's everywhere. Considering all the product that's out there for him, this is all they could come up with. I'm very shocked. I'm really shocked. It seems like they just didn't put any effort into it at all. They didn't really think about what they could put into it. They put a t-shirt in here that was very plain. Doesn't seem like it'll fit well. Very generic. They got a wacky wobbler, which it's good quality, but it's just a bobblehead. They got an art print in here. Very, very cheaply made. Wasn't by a special artist or anything. Nothing exclusive. Like a keychain that was like a do-it-yourself, made-at-home keychain that you could make for yourself for like $1 or $2, and a very generic like rubber wristband. Like now that I know that it costs $40, the value of this box wasn't even at $40. I valued this box at $35 to $40 on the high end, which is what I paid for it. So you're barely getting what you paid for. To get less than what you paid for is absurd. It's ridiculous. Why would you do that? Even getting what you paid for a mystery box is stupid. Why are you giving your money to a different company just to get that amount back? It's like you have a shopper that's shopping for you. Say, here's $40. Buy whatever you want and just bring it back to me. No. You want a deal. You want something special. You want something that you're not going to get somewhere else. You want something for your money. If you're just getting what you get back, it's pointless. Most boxes give you double what you paid for. This barely met the standard. So, that being said, Collectible Geek now is starting a monthly service, and now they've brought down the shipping. So starting next month, you can do a monthly subscription, and you can do it much cheaper shipping. So total, you do $32.95 for a monthly subscription. Even at that price, this is still pretty rough. This is still barely making past that amount, so I don't know. And next month's is fantasy, which I don't really care for fantasy stuff. Like so I'm pretty positive I'm gonna skip out on that. I'll look at someone else's videos and see if it's okay, to see if I want to continue at all. But I got the January box too of the Disney Cash, and it wasn't much better. So I'll put a video up of that, and you can judge for yourself. But this one was dead last, and for good reason. I'm sorry, Collectible Geek. If any of you are watching that work for the company, call me. Hit me up. I'll give you some tips. I'll help you out. I'll give you some pointers on how to make a good box. But dead last. Sorry, guys. Alright, that was number 8. Time for number 7. So basically the order of these is going in pretty much the order it went last year. Or not last year, last month. Next, my Geeky Goodies. So pretty disappointed by these guys too. Same order it went last month. It went Collectible Geek and then it went My Geeky Goodies. This one was more disappointing than it was last month. Real quick rundown. Snowballs. We got an Olaf Pop figure. We got 2 mystery minis from Nightmare Before Christmas, a little tin of mints, and some lip gloss. Again, if you want to see specifics on this, please reference the original video. Just trying to speed through this and not make this video very long. But this one was obviously Christmas themed, but it wasn't geek themed. This is called My Geeky Goodies, but we got snowballs, mints, and lip gloss. What does that have anything to do with anything geeky? Like it doesn't fit the description. If I wanted like a holiday themed box, I'd go get that. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted geeky stuff. I want video games. I want comic books. I want Marvel, DC. I want Mario. I want those things. I don't want fuzzy snowballs. I have no use for them. I'm not going to do anything with them. The value of this box. So it was about $32 to $35, depending on how you want to judge it. I paid $25 for it, so you did get more than you paid for, but not much. And that's not cutting it. Like I've said, if you're gonna put a box out there, the least you should do is at least double what you paid for. That's very general. Most boxes do that. I feel like that's the standard. I just feel like it is. And this one definitely didn't. They had a lot of outdated stuff in here. The only thing I really liked was the Olaf Pop figure, because he's a cool character. The mystery minis, they're old, they were outdated, and I had most of that collection. Not a big deal, but the other stuff, it was just kind of there. It was just Christmas themed, but not much more than that. So I was pretty surprised by this, and it wasn't that great. So I'm not totally sure if I'm keeping this subscription. I actually got next month's, and it's much better, but we'll get into that in a separate video. So there's number 7, my Geeky Goodies. Sorry guys, gotta step it up. One thing I will say about this, when this box started out, the reason I got this is because they said every box got a Funko Pop and a t-shirt. And they did for the first 2 months. And then they cut it off because they were just trying to get customers, which is kind of two-faced. I don't like that. So now they say it's one or the other, either a t-shirt or a Funko Pop. I don't really like that they did that. So many other companies do both for way less than this, so I don't like that. Number 7. There you go. Alright, number 6. Now, this gets a little trickier. Those two were obviously last. Collectible Geek was obviously the bottom choice here because they just didn't bring it. And same with my Geeky Goodies, like, it was just a weird box. It may have just been the one, but those were obvious. We're getting towards the middle here. It gets a little trickier. So it's going to be kind of weighted decisions here. But number 6 was Hero Crate. This one I had a hard time putting in number 6 because I really liked Hero Crate. I do. I liked their box. One thing that did make me mad is they're not a monthly subscription box, and I didn't know that. I didn't know you had to order each month. So I'm going to miss January, which I'm super pissed off about because I'm pretty sure it's Hellboy, and I really, really wanted that box. I really did. And I'm going to miss it. I even emailed the company about it like, hey, I just missed the cutoff. I didn't realize it wasn't renewing automatically. Could I still get the box? Didn't even get any response. So thanks, guys. Thanks for responding. Could have at least done a courtesy email. But anyway, we had a Captain America box. T-shirt was cool. I liked it. Funko Pop. Basic Captain America. Nothing special. Got a mug, which is pretty cool. And an air freshener. Only 4 items. Not that great. They were missing an item, but they refunded our accounts, but only for like $1 or $2, so it didn't really make much of a difference. So the value of this was on the low end 40 and on the very high end 50, so somewhere in between there, closer to 40 though. And this box cost $30. It's one of the more expensive boxes. So when you're paying $30 and you're only getting $40 out of it, that's why this box got so low. True, they were missing an item, and honestly, that item probably would have put them in a much different spot. They only refunded $2 to us, but that's their wholesale amount. Who knows how much that item would have actually been worth? I don't know. I wish they would have told us too. Like, I wish they would have said what it was, just because I'm so curious now. I'm so curious what it was, and I'll never know. But that one item probably would have put it much higher in the scale here, but it's not here, and the value is very low on it. Even with that minus $2, $28 for the box, $40 value, a few dollars more than that, maybe even $50, even still, like, it just wasn't there, didn't make double, like, it just wasn't enough value into it. But it's still a cool box, and I'm so mad that I'm missing January, and I'm gonna watch Johnny Tejez or someone else do this unboxing, and I'm gonna be so pissed about it. I'm trying to look online if someone's gonna sell their January box. I really want it, and I'm gonna continue with the subscription box because I really like Hero Crate. I honestly do, and I'm gonna keep going with this company. But this month only, didn't get that high. This is the first one I've gotten. It won't be the last. I won't get January, but I'll definitely get February now that I know to buy it every month. So I'm just going off this month. This month, number 6. Sorry guys. I really hope next month you're up there, but number 6. Alright, number 5. My Geek Box. And I actually kind of like this box. They had good products. But the reason they're in number 5, if you haven't watched my video on my Geek Box, please do, because that'll explain a lot more. Everything I had to go through to get this puts this value differently. I explained in the other video, all the work I had to do to get this makes this a different value, because now I'm putting time into it. And everyone knows time is money. I don't want to have to spend time every month trying to hunt these people down. I feel like I have this torch, like I'm chasing down Frankenstein's monster, trying to hunt this company down just to get what I paid for. It was such a huge hassle. All that time I put into it put a different value on this box. It made it completely not worth it, and I'm still to this day so pissed off and disappointed in this company. I'm so ashamed of them. Like, what terrible customer service they have. You should really, really be ashamed of yourselves, guys. Like, honestly, it's very shameful. But enough of that. The box was Christmas themed and mostly Star Wars. Juggling balls, a bottle opener, R2-D2 plush. We got a Transformers stress ball, a little ornament with a biscuit, a t-shirt, and some candy from the UK. I actually really like this box. I thought it was cool stuff, and it's cool to get things from the UK, which I really like. So total value on this box was around $60. I think it was about $62. Even with the extra money on shipping to get it from the UK, you only pay $30. It was 20 pounds, which equates to 30 US dollars, and you got 60, so you got double what you paid for, which, again, I'll say it a million times, I think that's the standard. You get double what you paid for. I think that's fair. That's what you do. You did get that on this, and you got good items. Juggling balls were weird. The t-shirt looks like it'll fit pretty weird. I don't know if I'll be able to wear it, but because of all the shit I went through, and because of their poor customer service and the extra time and effort and money I had to put into it, this one got a lower spot. So I hope this isn't a repeat. I hope I don't have to go through the same thing next month, because honestly, if they keep going with this, with the good amount of items and exclusive UK stuff, I think that's great. I would love to get specific UK stuff, so I think that's awesome. I hope to see this in a different place next month. I hope you're watching my Geek Box. Don't do it again. Finger guns. Number 5. Moving on. Alright, moving on. Number 4. Loot Crate. This one's down pretty low this month. This one was right on top last month. The only reason this is in number 4 is because my Geek Box had such a shit month. They did so many terrible things to me. If they hadn't, this one would be down even lower. My Geek Box would have taken number 4, and this would have been number 5. Here's why. So let's run down what we got real quick. Funko Pop, Joker Batman, socks, wallet, air freshener, magnets, comic book. So, I was a little disappointed by this specific month of Loot Crate, especially because they hyped it up so much. Usually, Loot Crate does really good stuff, and they have really good exclusive stuff. But they hyped it up so much, talking about all the exclusive things they had in there. And I was really disappointed because the exclusive things really weren't that exclusive. So let's start from the beginning. I'm going to go into this box pretty in-depth. So, the Funko Pop was this Batman figure painted like the Joker. It's an exclusive Funko Pop. Here's something you should know if you haven't already realized. Everyone has an exclusive Funko Pop. Everyone. Every company, every comic book shop, every retail store, every country, every state, every comic book, every character, everyone, everything has an exclusive Funko Pop. It just means nothing anymore. There's just so many of them out there. There's just millions on millions of Funko Pop figures. It means nothing to get an exclusive one. Anyone can call them up and be like, hey, I need an exclusive Funko Pop. They'll change the paint job a little bit, which takes them 30 seconds, and they'll put out another one. Now it's exclusive. Like, it just doesn't mean anything. And as far as I know, that costume isn't from any specific comic or movie. I've never seen it before. I could be wrong on that. But I just didn't really like it. And I've said this before, the Funko figures, the Pop specifically, they just have really shitty paint jobs. They're always really crappy. They can never stay inside the lines, ever. And that's how you know, like, that's why it's so easy for them to do an exclusive one, because the paint job is just so shoddy, they can just do millions at once, and they don't care if the paint job's bad. So it's like, what's the point of having an exclusive one? I honestly would have rather just had a regular painted Batman Funko Pop than this exclusive Joker one. Because this one wasn't really special, and it just kind of looks weird, and I would have honestly had a regular Batman. I don't think I have a regular Batman one. I would have taken that instead. So they went a little heavy on the exclusive when they didn't need to. They pushed it and promoted how they had exclusive stuff when it just wasn't that big a deal. So there was that, and their other exclusive item. Oh, this one. Look out, guys. They talked about, on this anniversary crate, their exclusive Ghostbusters item, which I looked forward to because I love Ghostbusters. This paper wall hang. Or, sorry, door hanger. You hang it on your doorknob. Little do not disturb doorknob hanger. Exclusive. You guys, like, you might as well not call it exclusive. It's paper. It's this little paper thing. Like, that's not exclusive. It doesn't mean anything. Anyone can print this out and make it exclusive. That just doesn't mean anything. Just because it's exclusive doesn't mean it's good. After this video, I'm going to go take a dump. That dump's going to be exclusive. Exclusive to this bathroom, to my toilet. You can only get it here. You want me to put that in a box and give it to you? No. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants my dump. It's one of a kind. Like, who cares? No one cares about that. Like, just because it's exclusive doesn't mean it's good. Like you hear on all these, like, Pawn Stars and stuff, they say just because it's rare doesn't mean it's worth something. Same concept. Just because it's exclusive doesn't mean it's good. This isn't good. I don't care about your paper door hang. I can print this out myself and make it myself. They promoted it way too much, their exclusive stuff, but it means practically nothing when it's this cheaply made. I didn't really get it. I was pretty bummed out about that. They had socks. I like the socks. These were exclusive. This is okay. Socks are good quality. Socks are harder to make. Guardians of the Galaxy. I like that. They had a wallet. I've had a debate about this. I thought it was very cheaply made. People have told me that it lasts pretty long. It's decent quality, but it's very thin. It feels like paper. Pretty disappointed about that. They had an air freshener. I'll use it. Nothing special. And some magnets from Tetris. I'll use those. But very mediocre stuff. They also had a comic book in here with an exclusive cover, which is fine. Like, I didn't really recognize the series that much. It was a Batman one, so that was okay. But overall, like, wasn't too pleased with this one. They went a little heavy on the exclusive. They went too far with it when they really didn't need to. They should have just went for quality items versus exclusive, because it wasn't anything special. So the value on this box, $40 to $50. It was kind of hard to put a value on, like, the door hang. It was hard to put a value on the wallet specifically because it wasn't by a specific company or anything. So 40 on the low end, 50 on the high. So you got what you paid for, and you got double, which is the standard for the box. You got double what you paid for, which was fine. So that was good. So it was worth it, and you got decent items. They weren't to my specific taste, and I think they lacked on the quality a little bit, which is surprising for Loot Crate, because they're usually always bringing it pretty hard. And this box just didn't quite do it. So that's why I put them in 4th place. So I don't think next month will be the same. I'm pretty excited for next month's, but this one, meh. Number 4. So here's where it gets really tricky. We had the bottom tier, we had the mid tier, now we have the top tier. It was really hard to choose between these. I think these were all obviously in the top 3, but it was tough to choose. I really had to think about it. So Don't get crazy mad at me if you think one was in first when the other was in 3. Like, I'm trying to do the best judgment. I'm trying not to put too much of my personal interest into it, but at the same time, trying to do that a little bit, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to put these in order. Let's see what we got, though. Number 3, OneUp Box. I've always liked OneUp Box. As soon as I ordered it, it came the very first month. It came days later. They're right on top of it. They ship on time, and it's super cheap. It's only $15 for me, including shipping. Like, that's a great deal. It's by far the cheapest box, but it's not the cheapest of quality. They have good quality stuff. Real quick rundown. We didn't get a lot of stuff in here. Got a little card. Got our t-shirt, got our Funko Pop, Legolas, got our little Lord of the Rings necklace, a pin, and a piece of candy. So not a lot of items, but good quality. Here's what I'll say. They give you the option of fitted t-shirts, and I know a lot of people out there appreciate that because, like I said, you get a t-shirt in almost all of them, but none of them fit. So it's like, well, what's the use then? I can't wear it if it doesn't fit. Fitted t-shirts, they fit well. They're good quality. You can feel it. It's good quality. The design printed on it was good quality. And you got a t-shirt and a Funko Pop. Like, talking to you, my geeky goodies, like you used to do that. I just talked about it. You used to do both, and you said, well, we can only do one now. This box is almost half the price, and it's doing both. Why can't you guys do it? Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, t-shirt and a pop. The t-shirt alone makes it worth it. Makes it worth this box. It's paid for. Everything else is free stuff. The reason this was on number 3 and not number 1 like it was last month, honestly, I didn't really like the theme, and I hate for it for that to put it down. I try not to let it affect it too much because I'm sure lots of people love the theme. I thought the fantasy theme, like I just wasn't a fan of it. You got a Legolas pop figure, and it's like it wasn't special or anything. Like I liked Lord of the Rings. I liked The Hobbit. They were fine movies. He was a cool character, but I didn't like him enough to want that figure. Probably not going to keep it or anything like that. I'll probably do it in a giveaway. The t-shirt was cool. I liked the design. I really liked the design on it, and it was good quality. And I liked the little necklace too. The main reason that this is in 3rd place is because this box doesn't cost $15 anymore. So these videos are for people that haven't bought any boxes yet and are trying to decide. So I have to put it in that state of mind that people are just now buying it. Now these boxes cost $18. Originally it was $13, then to $15, and now $18. Whatever you bought in at, you stay at that price, which is awesome. We appreciate that OneUp Box. Thank you so much for doing that. But unfortunately for the people that are new to this box, if you just bought it, you paid $18 and got the same items, the same amount of things. So that's a little bit unfortunate, and that's kind of a bummer. So this box's value was right around like $35. And that's like a pretty appropriate evaluation. Like t-shirt 15, pop 10, like wasn't much debate there. So for someone paying 15, that was awesome. You got way more than you paid for. For someone paying 18, you got right around double. So it's like, well, it's less amazing than if you paid $18. So unfortunately, that's the reason it got the number 3 spot and not higher, because it's $18 now. So that kind of played a little bit of a part in it. So unfortunately, that's what it was. I look forward to next month's. I've never ever been disappointed by OneUp Box. One of the most amazing things about it is mystery boxes, they're a mystery. You're taking a gamble every month. You're giving someone money and saying, I hope you don't screw me, every month. And the cool thing about it is when you're only spending 15, maybe 18, it's still the cheapest box. So worst case scenario, you get a theme you don't like, not that big a deal because you just didn't spend that much. So it's not that big a deal. When you're paying more for it, it just sucks that much more because it's wasted money then. So this is why OneUp Box is always on the top or in the top few, because it just doesn't cost that much and it's always good quality. It's good product. So I really like it. I've never been disappointed. Even with this, even with the theme I didn't like, didn't disappoint. I really like it. You guys are doing a great job. We appreciate you. OneUp Box. Alright, we're in the top 2. So, the top 2 were both Nerd Block. I didn't see this coming. Nerd Block didn't do that great last month. It did good, but not that great. I was pretty surprised by both boxes this month. Nerd Block, this is my second month. Arcade Block, this is my first month. Number 2, Classic Nerd Block. This is a more expensive box. It's at $30, but they give you your money's worth, definitely. Real quick overview. Got the gizmo, got the little figure, 2 t-shirts, and you got a signed print by either Val Kilmer or Warwick Davis. So, the fact that they gave 2 shirts was awesome. That you got your money's worth right there, like 2 t-shirts. I thought they were cool. They had pretty cool designs. They didn't fit great, but again, that's what happens with t-shirts. It's such a bummer. I hate that so much. I wish there was more of a standard for fitted t-shirts, but it happens. T-shirts were decent quality. Got a little figure. It's okay. The Gizmo figure, really good quality. It's a plush figure, but it had plastic and texture. Very good quality. It wasn't like a cheap plush figure they just tossed in there. It was really good quality, and I appreciated that. I like Gizmo. I'm not like an enormous fan of Gremlins or anything like that, but I appreciate the good quality. The reason this box got so high was because of the sign print. Now, I'm sure for some people they thought this was totally retarded and was a stupid waste of time, but I really appreciated it, and here's why. Like I said before, I hate it when I don't hate it, but I think it gets old when boxes are like Funko Pop in a t-shirt every month. It's like, those are cool and all, but I really appreciate when you can see that boxes put some thought into it. When they have a creative team that really tries hard, picks out stuff that you're not going to get anywhere else, exclusive to the box, that's awesome. This did that. I've never gotten assigned anything from any other box. And this was cool. I loved Willow. I remember it as a kid. My brother liked it. He showed me. He'll be totally jealous when he sees that. I thought that was really cool. Val Kilmer, he's still somewhat relevant today. I think it's cool to have something signed by him. I've liked various movies that he's been in. I thought that was cool too. This was something new. It was something a little bit different. It was something that took some effort. This isn't something you can just purchase anywhere. You can't just... I mean, you probably can because people are selling their Nerd Block stuff, but this isn't something you can just buy anywhere. You have to actually seek this person out, get them to make a deal, get them to sign it. You got to send them these things, have them send it back, and then put it in the box. Like, it really took some effort. That doesn't necessarily make the value higher, but I thought that was cool. It was something I appreciated. I'm sure a lot of people are like, what the hell was Willow? I've never seen that movie. So sadly, I'm sure this went under the radar for a lot of people. So they may not agree with me putting this in the number 2 spot. But I thought that was very cool. I thought that was very special. It was surprising. It was different. It was exclusive. All the things that I would look for in a box. It did that. The value of this box. Very hard to put a value on it because this was the most valuable thing to me, but this has no value. Signatures don't technically have any value because when you get signatures, they're free. That's the whole point of them. You meet someone and they sign something, it's free. Most people, or they shouldn't, charge people for signatures. You can sell it after the fact, but it's very hard to put a value on this. Val Kilmer isn't very, he's not in the current times mostly, so it might be worth something, but it's very hard to put a value on that. But this aside, the value of the box was $50 without this. So you paid $30, you should be getting $60, $50 without this, but honestly, I think this is well worth $10 at least. To say how much total it would be worth, I don't know. But I'd say easily worth $10. I would have paid $10 for this just to get a signature from an old movie. Like, I don't think $10 is reasonable to say. With that in there, it puts it at $60, and that's well worth it. But considering how much time and effort went into probably getting this, I think it's probably worth more. It's, again, debatable how much exactly to say it would be, but I think that puts that value way up there. And it's special, it's exclusive, it's very much appreciated. I appreciate what they're doing over at that company. They have the classic one, they have the arcade, they have the horror. They've split it up enough to where you can pick more specific interests, and I appreciate it. I think they did a great job. Good job this month. We'll see what next month brings. We'll see if they're still on top. Last month they weren't. This month they were. Who knows? And going into the #1 spot. Again, this was hard to pick. This shirt right here, I don't know if you can see, this is Mario and the Exoskeleton. I saw this shirt from November. I just saw it online, and I saw it was from Arcade Block. That's what made me purchase it, because they're putting out good product. I actually went back and bought this t-shirt because I legitimately wanted it. So, the #1 spot goes to Arcade Block. I know, I'm just as surprised as you are. I was very hesitant to get this Arcade Block because it was a little more expensive, and I just didn't have that much faith in it, but I'm totally surprised that it even made the top 4, let alone the #1 spot. So, again, these last 3, like, they could have been any order, like, they're all pretty even in my book, but I had to pick one #1, and this was it, because I think I liked everything in here, and I think I'm going to use everything in here, and I think thought was put into everything in here. Like, most boxes are kind of this, kind of that, but everything. A real quick overview. We got some Sonic magnets, got a lanyard from Halo, a keychain joystick for your iPhone, to use a joystick on your iPhone, a Zelda figure, a Smash Brothers t-shirt, and a scarf from Portal. I liked all these things, and I thought a lot of them were very interesting. We got magnets instead of stickers, which I have like hounded companies for. Don't send us stickers, send us magnets. We can put it on our fridges. I did a whole spiel about that. This joystick thing, I'd never seen this before, and it's really useful. I'm going to use this for my iPhone. This figure was really cool. It was good quality. I love Smash Brothers. I love the t-shirt. The scarf, not super practical. Not everyone wears scarves. I don't even wear scarves, but I'll wear this shit. Like, it was cool. And it wasn't just printed on there. It was stitched in there. It was stitched in there with, like, good, fine quality. And that's something that I really appreciate and really noticed. Overall, they put some thought into it. They put some effort into it. They had exclusive stuff. They had interesting stuff. They introduced me to some new stuff. I found out about some new figures. Like, it's hard to judge. Like, it may have just been this 1 month, but I was very, very pleased with this. You got more than your money's worth. Total value on this one was $63. You paid $30, got more than double, and that's on the low end. It was probably cost even more than that to get half this stuff, because, like I said on the video I did, the scarf, I valued it, I think, what did I do? $20, but for a stitched scarf, like a personally stitched one like that, it would cost so much more than that if you bought it retail, so value of this was probably way even higher than that. Probably had the highest value, if you consider that, of all the boxes, and it was all good items. I have no complaints here. So overall, this box very much surprised me. I'm very pleased. Took the #1 spot. Congratulations to Arcade Block. You had a great month. Alright, let's wrap this up. My camera's overheating. It's gonna die. Tried putting it in the fridge. Didn't work. Anyway. So, there's the boxes. Like I said, you saw 8. Put them in 8 places. There were 10 boxes. The loyal subjects boxes, wasn't fair to put them in here. The $50 box I bought got like $250 worth of stuff. The $100 box I got like over $300 worth of stuff. It was awesome products. They even gave me extra free stuff. I got so much worth it. Like, I got $1,000 probably in product. Like, and I only paid like half the price for them. I paid $25 and $50, so I spent $75. I probably got $1,000 worth of product. So it wouldn't be fair to put them in this evaluation, because they would have both jumped to the #1 spot. It wouldn't have been fair. It was a one-time box. But check out the video, though. Check out the Loyal Subjects video. I think you'll really like it. It had some really cool stuff in there. That being said, that's the order. I'm so sorry I was so late. Blame my Geek Box. Watch my video. Listen to what they put me through. Basically, I hope this helped. I hope this helped you get a better idea of what's out there. Next month, we got more coming. Loyal Subjects won't be around because it was a one-off thing, but I'll probably still have, I think, 8 boxes, because I'm not getting Hero Crate. Still pissed about that, but I found some new ones. Geek Fuel is one I'm going to subscribe to. Quarterly Crate, which won't come till March, so it won't be next month, but there's a few more boxes that I'm going to try out. I'm going to check them out. I'm going to keep the ones that are good. I'm going to bail on the other ones for a month, like give them a month off and see what they can do. So I really hope this helped you out. If you have any questions, like, please contact me. If you have specifics about the box, watch those specific videos. Thank you all for watching. I hope this wasn't too crazy long. I haven't been keeping count, but hopefully it's not an hour. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Feel free to contact me at any point for questions. Love you all. Peace.